Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on a little bit more of like the finishing touches on the car before I fully assemble it with the front bumper and all that kind of stuff. But basically I'm going to be just doing some cleaning, maybe polishing the front bumper, and also replacing my washer lines. So let's just get to work. Alright guys, so these washer lines are just very old and ugly looking. So I decided I went to Home Depot and I got some new lines for this. I tried to get the orange ones that were fuel hoses, but the diameter was too small. I couldn't use it because I just couldn't get this into the nozzle, right? This thing. So I did find a hose that did fit, but it has to be clear. So what I'm going to be doing is just changing out I guess the one that goes to the hood into a clear hose. So it'll look a little funny because you'll see a orange hose that goes to the rear, and then you're gonna see a clear hose. But that's okay. It still looks better than this really dirty, warped out hose. I mean, plus I can't even get it into this hole anymore. It's just too tight because this has been stretched out for so long. But I'm gonna basically remove it and get myself some new hoses. So the hose that I am going to be using is basically a 1/4 inch outside diameter hose, and it is about 0.17 inside diameter of an inch. So this actually does fit onto that nozzle no problem. So basically going to measure out the line, how long it is, and then we're just going to replace it with a clear hose. I mean, yeah, it would be better to have the OEM hose, but whatever, this is gonna work. All right, so first things first is basically to measure out this one. This one's the one that goes onto the hood. So I'm just gonna measure out the same length, pop it off. Probably gonna need some needle nose pliers or something like that to pull them off, because over time it's actually tightened down on here pretty good. All right, so this is the completed first bit. I'm just gonna go and put it onto the car. All right, so there's the lines all put in. It looks pretty good. Routed it like the OEM. Honestly, I was missing this clip. I have lots of these clips, by the way. I have a whole bag of them. But I tried to replace this when I had the orange one, but it was too short for some reason. But now I've lengthened it a little bit so that it has enough room for this to route. So it looks pretty good. All right, time to add another finishing touch. Need to add my new Honda hood prop clip, because that one on there is actually broken. I dropped the hood prop, the hood prop down onto it, and it snapped the whole thing. It's basically held on with some heat shrink and some tape, I think, but it's holding on pretty good. So I'm gonna swap it off to this one now. Alright guys, so I've gone right ahead and sanded this all down. If you notice, like right around here, this was the texture that, the peely texture there was. You can still see it if I zoom up close. You see that? That's the peely texture that there is. I'm not gonna sand all the way to the edge. I just needed it to be somewhat flat so that, you don't really notice it when the sunlight hits it. So since I've wet sanded it all, now it's time for the polishing stage where I'm going to compound this. So just going to get out the wool buffer and we're going to get to work. Alright guys, so I've got the front bumper all put back on. It's all polished up on the top here. You can see it's all nice and flat. If you look close, there is some peel that's like right in that edge there. But that's as close as I got to it. It looks really nice and flat. Obviously you see some of the little divots and stuff like that. That's all like from, I guess, bodywork and dents on the bumper. But, it looks still pretty good. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is basically doing some cleaning on the car. I'm going to use some detail brushes, basically go over all the plastic bits, maybe give it a wipe down. Probably not going to start in the trunk because that's an area nobody's going to see. But inside the car is actually super dusty right now, so I'm just going to go and start inside the car. Alright, so you can see that it's pretty dusty and dirty over here. What I'm going to be doing is using some upholstery cleaner. This is obviously not scrubbing bubbles. It's an upholstery cleaner that cleans carpet and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be using this to clean all of this stuff off. But first I'm going to just give it a quick wipe down with a wet microfiber. And then I'm going to start using some detail brushes, which you get pretty much anywhere. I got these on AliExpress because they were really cheap. I think they were like $10 or something like that. And yeah, I'm just gonna go through and brush everything and get it all nice and clean. For the most part, I think water is gonna get a lot of this dirt and gunk off. Look at that, it's already black. But that's basically all the accumulated dirt in these crevices, and also from all the bodywork dust and all that garbage. So give it a nice quick wipe down so that it's clean, and then clean it with some cleaner. And then I'm gonna, after I clean all the plastics, I'm gonna probably put some protectant on it, just to keep it nice and shiny and clean looking. Alright guys, so I've cleaned the door panel and, you know, the dash and all that stuff, so it's nice and clean and shiny. Obviously there's little marks here and there that I can't get rid of, but for the most part it's clean. Now I'm basically going to be swapping out this Momo steering wheel for this Momo steering wheel, and I've also got a fancy new button with it too. So let's just do that. So this is my new Momo steering wheel. It's got Momo on it and everything. And this is my horn button that I'm going to be putting in. It is a NSX button. There we go. It looks pretty good. And it works. Check it out. Oh, there's a little grease here. Gotta wipe that off later. But oh man, that looks so good. It's a little bit thinner than the old one. The old one's kind of huge, so this new one's 350 millimeters. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. I did a whole bunch of little minor things, and I think the details really matter. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please comment, like, and subscribe, and share my videos. As always guys, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.